From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for Halloween, October 31st. I'm Mike Ludlum. High school volleyball districts get to the midweek point. Let's start at Westwood, where the Patriots in the far court were entertaining Manistee in the near court. And for the Emeralds, it is going to be Jocelyn Muth with the left-hand flip. 17-9 Manistee. They won the first two sets, and yeah, they're pretty fired up. Next, Madison Zellner serves, passes long, and Jenny Chartier puts that one right in the referee's face. Makes it 19-10 Emeralds. Lena Smith to Jocelyn Muth, and Emily McDaniel puts that one away nicely to make it 23-10 green and white. Angelina Heinzman, Sadiqa Gardner, Katie Wilginen. Patriots only senior connects on the kill here, but a mistake moment later gave Manistee the set 25-12 and the match 3-0. And Manistee will host Negaunee Friday night in the district final. The Miners defeated Gwynn 3-2 and 15-11 in the fifth set. To Norway, also in Division 3, Calumet against Iron Mountain. Iron Mountain on the left side of the screen. And for Calumet, they get the ball in play, but it's dug nicely. And I believe this is Jackie Rollins for the kill for the black and gold. They won the second set 25-21 to even the match at 1. Now, bottom of the screen, a little bit on the left side. Check on Calumet here. Sela Kielanen, Mackenzie Peters actually gets the point on the second dive that landed safely on the Mountaineer side, and Calumet had a 7-0 lead and just kept rolling in the set. Sydney Wickstrom puts one off the block here. Calumet won the last two sets 25-10 and 25-17 to take the match 3-1. So Calumet moves on to the district final. Will it be against West Iron County or Norway? Norway is on the right side of the screen, so therefore West Iron County is on the left. They just get the ball back in play. Norway smartly puts it where nobody was standing, and they get a 22-21 lead. Moments later, West Iron County is going to reject a Norway kill attempt right there to get back within one at 23-22. Set point for the Knights. Whitecons are able to return the ball safely. Then Norway runs a play for Callie Paul right down at the bottom of the screen, and she puts that one off the block and good. Norway won the second set 25-22, and the Knights took the match 3-0, so Norway hosts Calumet in the district final Friday night. On the scoreboard in Division 2, Houghton had a scare from Escanaba. Had a rally to win the fourth set, and they won the fifth set 15-5. Gremlins take the match 3-2. Houghton will travel to Kingsford for that district final. In Division 4, Kearney Nato over Forest Park 3-0. For North Dickinson, Skyline Central Conference Player of the Year Sammy Borvin had 28 kills and went over the 1,000 mark for her career, and they, as you can tell, probably needed every single one of them. Nordics 3-2 over Stevenson and 15-11 in the fifth. The winners there will be in the district final. Out in the Western UP, Trout Creek over Bessemer 3-0. Wakefield Marinisco turns back Jeffers 3-2. The two winners are in that district final. And in the Copper Country, a couple of easy matches. Lance over Chassell. Lakeland and Hummel defeats Baraga 3-0. And those two winners will also meet in a district final. The NMU football team is still looking for its first conference win of the season after another heartbreaking last-minute loss to Michigan Tech last weekend. The Wildcats' final two games are on the road, starting at Wayne State this Saturday. NMU head coach Kyle Nystrom says the Warriors are improved this season. One piece of proof, Wayne State only trailed Ferris State by 3 points heading into the fourth quarter of last week's game.
They'll be like the alien when his jaws come out and there's drool all over the place. I mean, they'll be ready, because that's the kind of team they are on offense. They're a grinder. They got a very good offensive line again. I thought 2 years ago when I played them, they were the best offensive line I've ever seen in Division II. They were a good football team. Last year they were a little bit into rebuilding because they lost a lot of those guys through graduation. And they're back on with a really, really good offensive line and some nice skilled players.
Yes, the last time Wayne State played at the Superior Dome was 2014. By the way, named the punt returner scoring the touchdown here for NMU against the Warriors that October day. None other than Escanaba's Austin Young. Kickoff Saturday in the Motor City for Wayne State Senior Day is 1 o'clock. The Michigan Tech hockey team has started its long trip to Huntsville, Alabama to face the Chargers this weekend. The Huskies split with Wisconsin last weekend in Madison. Both scores were 6-2. Tech head coach Joe Shawn says his team didn't get the opportunity Saturday that it did Friday night. He knows the Chargers were swept by Lake Superior State last weekend, so they'll be extra ready for this Friday.
They're always extremely hardworking. They're highly competitive. They like to play with a degree of skill. They like to get at it. They have some veteran defensemen, in particular Goslin, who's a tremendous player, an all-league caliber player. Our upperclassmen are driving this bus. You know, they're the guys doing it. The freshmen are supporting and doing a great job, and we talk about how great they're doing, but our team is led by our guys that have been through it.
Face-off both nights in Huntsville are set for 8:07 Eastern Time. NMU is at Bowling Green and Lake Superior State hosts Michigan. Lake Superior State University will induct 5 stars from a few days gone by into the school's Athletics Hall of Fame this Saturday. The program is at 2 o'clock in the LSSU Arts Center with a reception following in the Sisler Center Superior Room. Mark Astley was a defenseman and co-captain of the 1992 national champion hockey team. Astley was named CCHA Best Offensive Defenseman. He was also named NCAA First Team All-American, and he's third on LSSU's all-time list for career assists by a defenseman. He made his NHL debut with Buffalo in 1993, earned a silver medal with Team Canada in the 1994 Winter Olympics, and played a few more seasons in the NHL. Ben Dewar played basketball at the turn of the century. He's third in career scoring and three-pointers. He earned All GLIAC first team honors twice, and he played pro ball in Europe. Gene Kreidler played volleyball in the early 1980s, earning All GLIAC first team honors twice, and she holds the single match kills record, 34 against Michigan Tech back in October of 1982. Hockey goalie Darren Madeley led the team to 2 national championships. He was the CCHA Tournament MVP, All-American Tournament honors in 1991 and 92. He played hockey in Europe and the East Coast Hockey League. And Margaret Olson Pollard, known as Muggs or Muggsy, was a 3-sport athlete from Sheboygan, Michigan, basketball, softball, and volleyball in the late 1970s. She's already in the Hall of Fame for the 1978 volleyball team. The interesting thing, her scholarship was for basketball and softball. She was a walk-on in volleyball.